Object-oriented programming. Why should object-oriented programming concepts? Let us consider a situation where we want to represent every tree in a agriculture farm or every leaf of a tree. To handle such situations, it will be very difficult if you don't have object-oriented programming concepts. In object-oriented programming, the fundamental concept is object. It represents a real-world entity or a conceptual entity within a software system. Let us consider an example. A real-world entity, a red Innova Krista car. It is owned by some person. It has a registration number. It has color, and then even it may have some scratches. All these things define this Innova Krista. Actually, this Innova Krista is a series of vehicles, isn't it? This Innova Krista, in this series, a lot of vehicles are there. We can consider this Innova Krista is a blueprint for all these vehicles. The main properties of these vehicles are same. They differ in some attributes like color, etc. So this Innova Krista is a blueprint of all these vehicles. We can consider this Innova Krista is a class of vehicles. We can consider a class as a set of objects, and class is a blueprint for all these objects. In other words, a class defines a set of objects. Let us consider the properties of object-oriented programming. There are a lot of object-oriented programming languages. All these languages possess certain features. First one is encapsulation. This property bundles the data or attributes and methods or functions that manage this data as a single unit. That is, this object-oriented programming concept will not allow free flow of data. You can modify this data through certain methods, and the access is completely controlled. The second property is abstraction. This property exposes only the relevant features to a person or to a system. It won't reveal all the implementation details. The next property is inheritance. Once we have a well-defined class, we can create new classes from it. That is, we are creating new classes by inheriting attributes and methods from an existing class. For example, cat is an animal. Animal is a superclass. All animals have certain properties and they are well defined. We are creating a new category of animal, that is called cat. The cat, it inherits some properties from the parent class or superclass animal. Next property is polymorphism. It is the ability of an object to take many forms and behaviors. Let us consider an example. Manager and clerk both are employees, but their salary calculation methods are different.